Hey, welcome to the Akumajo Dracula X Uchino Rondo video, or as you Bakagaijin may say, the Devil's Castle Dracula 10 Rondo No Blood video. What I did there was, my speakers are broken, so I'm actually putting my headphones onto my video camera to record the sound. This is a pre-recorded gameplay video, and I'm actually going to be manning the camera during this, and I actually manned the camera during this, and this is post-commentary on top of the post-gameplay video. So this is basically the third time I had to watch this fucking video, so awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a particularly big Castlevania fan. Not that I don't like it, just that I never really played the series that much, so I don't really have a lot of interesting insight to give about the gameplay or what's happening on the screen. In fact, it took me a long time to understand or get an idea of what I was gonna do for this video. I knew two things for sure. One, I was actually going to follow the directions and film a fucking gameplay video using a camcorder, which, like, no one has done practically. And don't get me wrong, some of the non-camcorder VLP videos are actually pretty funny, it's just that they're not really following the directions, they're not really in the spirit of the thread. But anyways, the second thing I decided was, I'm not just going to take the easy way out and have a shitload of fancy editing effects in my video, because everyone in this thread is like jizzing over effort. Like anytime someone does like any like After Effects work in their video, they're like, oh, effort, I'm going to vote for you because you put so much effort in your video, I don't care that it's not funny, you put effort into it, so I'm going to vote for it. So I decided the whole thing with my video was I'm going to be taking it back to its roots. I'm going to try and be funny. I'm going to be a comedian and not just put a bunch of effort into my video so people vote for it. So without further ado, let me just get my comedy routine started. So what's the deal with Dracula? You ever wonder why that guy doesn't have any friends? I hear it's because he's a real pain in the neck. So the other day I saw Dracula at the bank. Yeah, the blood bank. You ever wonder what Dracula's favorite sport is? I bet it's badminton. Or maybe basketball. I was having dinner with Dracula a few weeks ago. Funny enough, he ordered the steak. Which reminds me, the other day I saw Dracula dipping a used tampon into a cup of hot water, and I asked, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm making tea." He was also reading a newspaper, so I asked, "Why do you read the New York Times?" He said, "'Cause it's got great circulation." I actually asked Dracula what he thought of this video Let's Play contest thread. He said it bites. So I was talking to Dracula and I was like, "You know you got a wonderful family, right? When are you going to introduce me to your son Alucard?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll invite you over for Fangsgiving." And what's the deal with the Belmonts? I mean, the way they guard that mystical holy vampire killer whip? I mean, it's like they're whipped by a whip. Hey, you know Dracula's favorite fruit? Nectarines. So it's like, what's the deal with all these skeletons? You know why the skeleton couldn't cross the road? Because it didn't have the guts. So what kind of coffee does Dracula drink? I hear it's decaffeinated. So yeah, it's like, why did Dracula cross the road? To go suck some blood. Ah! Oh! It was all a dream after all! Ha ha ha! Wait a minute, who are you?
I'm Dracula, and who are you?
Oh, I'm Simon Belmont.
I live here. What are you doing in my bed?
Wait a minute, I've seen this before. Is that you, Blister? Whoosh! So it turns out Blister was my dog all along. Mystery solved. Ha ha! See you next week!